I give me a check and I fuck it up. Yeah. Give me a check and I fuck it up. Yeah. Give me a check and I fuck it up.
Yo, Jennifer back with another reaction. We got rappers' most disturbing interviews. Like, come five, share the video. Let's go. Make sure this shit work, you know. I swear I be recording videos and that shit my mic don't be picking up. And I'll record a whole fucking video and the shit won't pick up. That shit make me not want to do videos. I be mad as fuck. But let's get it, man.
One rapper almost smoked the interviewer for asking him one question, and another died after his interview for
Wait, hold on.
speaking on a situation that happened. These are rappers' most disturbing.
This nigga got a motherfucking bionic arm? What the fuck is this, a cast?
Died after his interview for speaking on a situation that happened. These are rappers' most disturbing and disrespectful interviews of all time.
That's the interview when
we
that nigga said,
the rapper known as Baby Los.
That nigga really a meme now.
Started to make a name for himself after he linked up with the Island Boys.
I was about to say, isn't this a nigga that would, they call this nigga the third Island Boy? Yo, these niggas is weird. I ain't gonna lie.
20. And fans considered him as the fourth Island Boy. Los was even with the Island Boys when they got into a huge fight in Hawaii. But recently, Hood Rich Kevin tried to get Los to speak on a viral video where the Island Boys kissed each other. And this
Wait, hold on. That's not funny, bro. These niggas kissed? Bro. What the fuck?
Is what pissed Los off and made him flash out on the interview.
That's not funny.
I gotta ask you, bro. Like this,
I'm tweaking.
Everybody wants to know. Did you see the Island Boys kiss,
Bruh, stop mentioning them dudes for real, bro. Like,
no, I'm just saying though. Like,
You can't come back from that. If you've been around them niggas, bro, ain't no coming back. It ain't. It ain't come back. Bro was smirking too, cause he knew what he was about to ask him. Look,
I gotta ask you, bro.
look,
like,
he was smirking.
Everybody wants to know.
Look,
Did you see the Island Boys kiss?
That shit crazy. These niggas
stop
crazy.
mentioning them dudes for real, bro. Like,
No, I'm just saying though. Like,
no,
did you
bruh,
see them
no,
do something together?
No, fam. Fam, they weren't gay when I was around.
They weren't gay when I was around. That shit crazy. Some niggas, bro. Some niggas is weird. Niggas is weird as fuck. That shit crazy. Them niggas
Like,
kiss for real.
stop doing that, bro. Like,
That shit is
this
wild.
interview ain't about that. Like, it could go down in this interview, bro. Like, do you want it to go down in this interview?
Nigga, cock that bitch.
Do you want it to go down? Yes or no?
No.
And thankfully,
No.
Los ain't popped the interviewer for asking that question. 'Cause things could have gone horribly wrong. But he ain't the only person to up a gun on an interviewer. But first, let's move on to FBG Cash.
RP FGB Cash, man.
Because he died not
RP,
too
bro.
long after talking about something disrespectful that he did during an interview. In late 2020, Chicago rapper FBG Cash took a picture in front of King Von's mural to disrespect Von and his people. Not long after taking the picture, he went on No Jumper to discuss it. He tells Adam 22 about the conversation that he had with Lil Durk before taking the picture.
What kind of conversation were you having before he told you to go take this photo?
Me, you know, go over there and do that and see what happened to you. I'm outside right now.
You hit him up?
Yeah.
And he was just like, hey, what's up? Why,
Damn, that shit crazy.
It's so weird because the ops always be talking to each other and like going on live and tweeting at each other and shit.
Cause
During this interview,
it's so funny because they all know each other, bro. They all grew up with each other. So these niggas really know each other. Well, at least most of them, I think.
you might have made things even worse than it already was. Because Durk later dropped a song where he said, sneaking pics by Von mural, like little bro won't come out and spin, where he sent a threat to FBG Cash for taking that picture. Then, 3 months after the song was released, FBG Cash ended up getting hit and lost his life while driving on the south side of Chicago.
Well-known Chicago area rapper was killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot, taken to the hospital in serious condition.
Now let's move on
She
to to another FBG member known as Butter.
No,
Butter
this
has
nigga
had
Butter.
many
This
crazy
nigga's
moments during
hilarious,
his
bro.
interviews. And recently,
I haven't did too. I just be seeing when I be scrolling on shorts and shit. I be seeing this nigga is hilarious, and J-Man. J-Man is funny as fuck.
he went off on
Them
O-Block
niggas
members
is stupid.
killing FBG Duck.
Niggas
He let
is
Say
dumb.
Cheese know that O-Block told on himself after knocking Duck off. And it was pretty disturbing because during the same interview, fans say that Butter allegedly admitted to killing someone.
These told on themselves, and they did an interview on top of the murder cop. You stupid.
What about the picture that
Take
went?
me to jail. Give me the cups.
Yo, Butter. What
I'll
about
take
the
it,
what
yeah.
about the picture that went viral with Moowop wearing with the duck sneakers?
That's clown. And with the same Draco y'all used.
Wait, what? What was that?
Picture that went viral with Moowop wearing with the.
Wait, that's crazy. Niggas was still had the same Draco, same car, and was walking around with that bitch like nothing happened.
duck sneakers.
I was pretty stupid.
And with the same
He said,
Draco
yeah.
y'all used.
What he say?
That's
the same.
The fuck?
Homicide can't solve it, but the feds can, right?
Damn.
We talking real business. I'm a real street.
Homicide can't solve it. The feds can't.
Nah, that wasn't the same.
Yeah, that shit crazy. If it was the same,
That's in the document.
Not long after speaking on O-Block, FYB
That was-
J-Man
that was the
tells
same-
Butter
that's-
to sit
I didn't
down,
see the picture,
that he's
though.
saying too much. Because Butter says, picture him sitting on top of a car that he killed Odie on.
I'm Buttershaw. I'm Buttershaw. Now picture me sitting on top of the car that I just killed on. I got J-Main them in this. I got
he's not really. Alright, bro, trying to make it sound like he did it, but he didn't. He's just making it seem like that's what they basically doing. Like, picture me on top of it with that. You know what I mean?
got 4 of them in this. They in this. They killed.
Butter also discussed Odie's death in an interview with Vlad. Here's
He
what he
didn't.
said.
Man, OD got right. Right. Well, Odie Perry got killed at one point. They're saying that she was the shooter. That's the rumor.
I mean, it's footage. It's a video.
Of Odie Perry getting killed?
Yeah.
You saw it.
I ain't seen nothing, man.
Wait, hold on.
I just heard the stories, bro.
Okay.
I don't be knowing nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time.
Okay. Fair enough.
Hold on, this nigga. I don't know with this nigga. He making this shit look too suspicious.
Oh, look, Brian. I just gave back 192 years. I don't speak on that. Told him, Jay. I'm home right now because I blamed on my sister Tyler. Told him.
Who are you talking to?
Told.
Rumors say that female assassin, known as K.I., is responsible for
He look
taking
just
Odie
alike.
Perry out. But recently, fans believe that Butter is the one who did it and is blaming his sister K.I.
Because they look just alike. That nigga framed her. I figured it out. Why my camera blurry? Come back, bitch. Alright.
Since she's already dead. Not long after Tuka lost his life at the bus stop on 63rd, the members from 63rd wanted to get revenge for Tuka, since members from O-Block were dissing him. So not long after Tuka's death, a member from O-Block known as Odie Perry was walking around the neighborhood and decided to go to the store to get some Swisher Sweets. But not long after leaving the store, on his bike,
that
Odie
motherfucker
ended up
so-
getting shot. So he fell from his bike onto the ground before getting up and trying to escape, but ended up getting hit 10 more times.
Why the fuck is this camera fucking? Wait, hold on, bro. Got shot on the. He got shot on the bike. That shit crazy. Why the fuck? I don't know. I think it's
times. A key witness at the scene told police that an African-American male was the one who shot Odie. But many also say it was K.I., since she was seen posting pictures with one of Odie Perry's guns after he died. Popular 63rd member Wooski also made a tweet saying, "Shout out to them twins that made O-Block," and tagged K.I. and FBG Butter in the tweet. That's why recently, fans believe that Butter is actually the one who took his life. But that ain't the only disturbing moment from one of FBG Butter's interviews. He recently broke down crying in an interview with No Jumper when talking about his sister K.I., saying how he'd rather for her to be fighting for her life right now rather than be in the grave.
Fighting for her life, gang. It'll be dead. Every day I wish, like, why the they ain't come lock her up, gang? Like, why y'all ain't come lock this girl up, gang? Every day I be like,
rather out in 2nd grade because I be taking care of Quan them phones, Shonda. Like I be every day for I be on the phone with my little brother them phone on 2 for I be talking to them for. Then I be like, I wish this was my little sister I was talking to for on the phone on 2nd grade. For I wish this was Kyra. I wish I was laughing with my sister for. I wish I was sending my sister this money. Yeah, I wish I was sending my sister these pictures of me at these interviews on these platforms. I wish I was showing Kyra this shit. On 2 for that shit hurt my soul every day.
Damn.
Every day. On 2 like, and a lot of people don't understand that because a lot of time everybody think a lot of it be facade. And a lot of people don't even go through shit.
Because his sister K.I.
Not
lost
like
her
that.
life on April 11th, 2014. See, on that day, K.I. made a huge mistake and tweeted out her location for everyone to see, including her ops, as she was walking down the block with 2 friends who were headed over to the studio to celebrate Boss Trail's birthday, until a gunman hopped out of a car, waved bystanders to get out of the way, and began opening fire at K.I. and her friends. Her 2 friends were hit, and K.I. was hit 9 times. After being shot, she stumbled to a nearby home where she'd lay on some steps and take her last breath. And speaking of K.I.'s death, a man from Chicago, known as Trenches News, says he was on the scene when she lost her life. And he talks about how disturbing it was in an interview with
This nigga always got on the map. I see this nigga too.
Cam Capone News, because he even claims that smoke was coming out of her neck during this incident.
And did you hear the gunshots and everything?
Smoke was coming out of her neck.
Ain't going
Oh
on?
yeah, they sound like something special. It was boom, boom, like it had like a Star Wars before it said pow. Like it was crazy, bro. It was crazy, bro. It was.
Bro, cap. He's cap. He's cap. Nigga said Star Wars. Star Wars is
Crazy
crazy.
as hell, man, that day. And then the police tried to lock up Duck. They told Duck he responsible for it. They just left K.I. on the ground. They ain't try to help her, administer no aid. They ain't try to do none of that. Me and Joe Jackson, me and Manny, FBG, Young and them daddy, we about to go to jail because we like, nah, let him go. So I went over there by K.I. Smoke was coming out her neck, man. It was all sad.
Now, let's move on to BTB Savage, because some say him doing this interview with DJ Vlad is the main cause of his death, since he spoke on how he killed someone in self-defense in the interview in a cocky fashion. According to Savage, a local rapper had been trying to get a feature from him for a while. One night, the dude got in touch with Savage and finally agreed to do a feature. So later that night, the other rapper pulled up
got set up
to his apartment with a car full of dudes, and the rapper came into Savage's apartment with another dude named Omar Richardson. Savage said he felt weird since both of them were looking around his spot when they walked in, but then Omar upped the bankroll, so Savage thought it was all good. The dudes then came in with a box full of studio equipment so they could get to work, but then the other rapper said he was missing a few things, so Omar took him to go back and get it out of the car. Savage thought something was off, so he locked the door when the rapper went outside, and that's when everything went left. Omar started asking Savage about his jewelry, and Omar eventually upped his fire and told Savage to hand over everything. At first, Savage didn't want to give it up, but then Omar threatened to shoot Savage and his girlfriend. So Savage started taking his chains off. When Omar reached to grab Savage's chain, Savage saw an opportunity. So he wrapped Omar in his arms, fell to the ground, and they started wrestling. Omar's strap fell out of his hand, and that's when Savage yelled for his girl to come shoot Omar. She came in and popped him twice, but that didn't slow him down because Omar managed to get his hand on a gun and let 3 shots off at Savage's girl. Thankfully, all the shots missed, and Savage got Omar back under control. Savage told Omar to leave since his son was in there, but Omar didn't listen, and he told Savage he was gonna kill him and kept fighting. That's when Omar's partners came up and started shooting through the door, but they didn't hit anything. When they stopped shooting, Savage's girl popped back at him with 2 shots, and that's when Omar's partner left him.
She's a real one. She's a real one.
Him to die. Omar kept fighting, and Savage's girl shot Omar one more time in the torso, and Omar ended up passing away. Savage and his girl got off on self-defense. It was a crazy situation that took over the internet. Savage even went on to do an interview with Vlad TV, and it hit 2 million views in less than a week. But Savage's ops weren't happy about it, since Savage was talking cocky in the interview.
Concerned that his people are gonna try to come back.
Yeah, they for sure might do what they do. But I'm gonna get active, that's all it is. And it is what it is.
Then, on March 30th, Savage posted pics on Twitter of him standing in a pool of dried blood where Omar had lost his life. Savage was trolling the dude.
That is crazy. Bro, you're... Alright. That's wild.
The pics instantly went viral, since no one had ever seen anything like that on the net. But 2 hours after posting those pictures, BTP Savage was in his Mercedes driving around until 2 gunmen pulled up, boxed him in, and then started letting off shots. And by the time help arrived at the scene, it was already too late. Some people blamed the interview for his tragic death, while others blamed the picture, since the picture was...
He can't blame the interview. Bro could have not. He could ignore those questions. He could have ignored them. Said he didn't want to talk about it. Then he took this picture. Bro didn't have to take that picture.
was very disrespectful, even though it was self-defense. But Savage isn't the only rapper who got disrespectful in an interview and talked crazy about someone that they killed. Because Gucci Mane did the same in an interview with Charlamagne. In the interview, Gucci showed no remorse to Pookie Loc, whom he took out, but says he does regret a lot of other things that he's done in the streets.
Do you regret anything you did in the street?
Yeah, I'm ashamed of a lot of things. I'm gonna say, yeah, I did some things that I wish I didn't do. Yeah. But I was young. I was young. But I did some things that did wrong to people. And everybody in the neighborhood know that, so I ain't no going around that.
Even with the murder, even though it was self-defense, do you ever think about that and you think like maybe I could have handled that different, especially when you did like the diss record?
He needed to be in the ground.
Oh shit. Because in 2005, Gucci was beefing with Young Jeezy. Jeezy dropped a song where he put a bounty out on Gucci Mane's ice cream cone chain. The person who handed the chain to Jeezy would get paid $10K. So a group of 5 unknown men showed up at Gucci's house and attacked him.
5 niggas to give that chain away. Listen. 5 niggas to give that chain away. And he put $10K. Break that down. 5 niggas, $10K. Bro, they barely even getting shit. Is it even worth it? Nigga might lose your life.
Trying to take his chain. He tried to fight him off and got a hold of a gun. He fired off 1 shot to get them off of him and ended up hitting one of the guys known as Pookie Loc. 3 days later, his body was found behind a nearby middle school, and cops were called once it was discovered who was shot. Gucci turned himself in and told officers that he acted in self-defense. Now,
yeah, but why was bro's body in the back of the middle school? So you dragged it back there? I'm surprised.
Move on to Lil Dump from the NBA camp, because he had a pretty disturbing moment during an interview with No Jumper, where he kept throwing up due to how many pills he was on.
Anything in particular stand out?
And fans in Adam 22 were concerned about Lil Dump's health after seeing this interview, since it clearly seems like he needs some help, because Lil Dump didn't even want to talk about why he puked on the interview.
So what just happened? What just
Deep
happened?
in life, that, you know.
He sound like YB. Why you sound just like that, man?
About Lil Dump's health after seeing this interview, since it clearly seems like he needs some help, because Lil Dump didn't even want to talk about why he puked on the interview.
So what just happened? What just happened?
Something deep in life that, you know. I'd rather not talk about it, but I can talk to you about it personally as a person, you know what I'm saying? But
nah, interview, yeah.
Things deep in life.
But I'm just talking about you puking, or like the fact that you're kind of drunk, right?
No, I ain't drunk. I'm sober.
You're sober? No alcohol. That's not what's in that cup? I just kind of assumed it was alcohol.
Water.
Oh, okay. So what are you going through right now?
Bro, this is weird. Me personally, bro's a weirdo. Nigga just said he don't want to talk about it. He'll talk to you personally, but nigga always wanted to clout chase and do shit for bro who's not on that. He don't want to talk about
some deep things.
You trying to get clean? You trying to get clean?
Nigga said he don't want to talk about it.
Other
yeah, type at the same time.
Not long after this interview, Lil Dump was featured in another YouTube video where he tells a girl he does more drugs than she could ever imagine.
Why are you standing like that?
Bro, I seen him.
Stand up, you gotta be louder, like.
Oh, bro, I feel bad for bro.
Me too. That's not okay.
I know.
So hopefully
didn't say it
Dunk
was,
gets the help needed. But now, let's move on to NBA YoungBoy, because he also has a pretty crazy moment during an interview where he gets pissed that the interviewer is asking too many questions. Some
Yo, that shit be funny as fuck. Why you always be holding the cigarette like this? Like he be really pointing that bitch at people like, you won't put that motherfucking, stop pointing that dirty ass cigarette at me, nigga. Look at this shit.
Is asking too many questions. Some say it seems like YoungBoy was also high during this interview, which is why he acted this way.
But don't be a dominant at the same time.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, I got a question. Is this the same interview, nigga, that was a long time ago, where he was getting interviewed with shoes? It looked like him. And I forgot what happened.
Using me as entertainment, and it becomes self-destruction too. Cause I ain't
Y'all niggas might know what I'm talking about.
You know, some be spoke on. Why? It's to be continued.
Is
it
in
is.
terms of like every time it's
Yo.
is in terms of like every time it's
And sometimes it's best not to speak on things you did in interviews to gain clout, because that's part of the reason rapper G Money lost his life, because NBA YoungBoy and G Money were close friends. At one point, G Money pulled this move because in the interview with Say Cheese, he says,
He mad about his sister too, though.
I've seen this clip so many times.
About his sister?
Yeah, I had her a long time ago.
Damn, RP brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He said,
yeah,
okay.
He wasn't really
He
tripping
wasn't-
on it back then.
he
though,
wasn't
you know what I'm
expecting
saying?
that.
He calling me big brother.
and after they fell out, they were dissing each other left and right. And the beef and things ended up getting so serious that it led to gun violence. On September 10th, 2017, G Money was killed after leaving the studio one night. YoungBoy spoke on the situation in a song.
Damn. It was that long ago?
Song named Poor One, where he says,
Oh.
matter of fact, I used to call you my big brother. Then you did some foul and had with my sister. Now, let's move on to an interview with 6ix9ine that's disrespectful
hung.
and that some say is disturbing, where he disses all of the dead rappers.
Die lacking. Nipsey died lacking. Pop Smoke died lacking.
Right.
So can't lack?
No, you can't.
All right.
Just kill or be killed in these streets.
All right. So there's nothing to talk about. So when you say, yo,
Where is he at? It's not locked up, right?
happened to you, happening. Don't spit your fucking truth.
Why you yelling?
But the 6ix9ine interview is nothing compared to Charleston White's interview on DJU TV, in which he completely went off and poured out a strap on himself for defending FBG Duck's mother and King Von's family. Charleston White tells DJU that he doesn't care about King Von since Von was a killer. And that's when DJU tells him not to say that about them.
The knowledge I got, King Von was a killer. My mama had 2 sons locked up for murder, and my mama let everybody know I'm not in agreement in what my son's done. All right, but look. So this is what I'm saying. You can't make me care about King Von mama. I don't give a about his mama. Y'all love his mama. I don't.
Charleston then goes on to get even madder since he helped FBG Duck's mother and felt like he had the right to talk about her. But DJU told him to chill. That's when Charleston White completely flashes out and pulls out his strap on DJU.
Oh shit. Me saying, I done helped you. So somebody else helped you. And I ain't damn. You could have the. So y'all go help the.
He's tweaking.
Since y'all got so much to say. Give me back the money then.
He's wilding.
I ain't have to help now more you. My mama ain't got a bunch of kids that died. You buried your baby y'all pain. Keep a mother gun. Keep a mother gun. Keep a mother gun, Chicago.
Let's grab your gun.
Say, homie, you better. Man, you better sit
He
down.
got it.
What you mean what I'm on? So don't me with a gun in my hand.
Thankfully, Charleston didn't end up smoking someone during this interview because things were pretty heated. But if you thought that was crazy, you gotta click this video on the screen. It's even better, trust me.
Like I said earlier. Yeah, I don't know. He was tweaking. Sometimes bro do be tweaking. Unk be tweaking. And sometimes you just gotta let Unk do Unk. And Unk, yeah, it's Unk. You know what I mean? But if y'all like that reaction, like, comment, share the video. Okay, y'all niggas in the next one. I'm out, man.
I give me a check and I fuck it up. Yeah. Give me a check and I fuck it up. Yeah. Give me a check and I fuck it up.